everyone, so today I have an e.l.f. Cosmetics haul and I definitely went all out. I got a pretty good size box. I ended up getting 13 things I think it was 13, and that sounds like a lot, especially since I didn't get all the like essential items, so not like the dollar items. I ended up getting some like larger items that are like $6 to $7 and stuff like that. So I ended up having a really good coupon code where I got $10 off and free shipping. So that was really good. I only spent like $40, so that's not that bad for the amount of stuff I got and the quality of stuff I got, which I am in love with e.l.f. Cosmetics right now. So I'm going to be doing a first impressions / demo, so you'll be seeing the demo somewhere in the screen. And yeah, I hope you guys like how I will be setting up the demo. I want to do stuff more like this kind of thing. So let's get into the haul. So the first thing that I got is the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer, and it's just a green colored face primer. It is not green. I was kind of disappointed. I was like kind of hoping it was a green tint when it came on, because green is actually a good color to even out the skin tone. But this is a Blemish Control face primer and it's 0.47 fluid ounces. I feel like that's just really small. Like, that is really small, because compared to my Maybelline Baby Skin, this is 0.67. This is 0.47. So there's more product in this than this. So that's kind of iffy, but it was only... So I don't have the prices of this in front of me right now, but I believe this was about $3. It's either $3 or $4. So this has tea tree in it and salicylic acid, which is good. I always do really well with the salicylic acid in primers. It says you can actually use this as like a spot treatment too, so you could apply this up to 3 times a day. Interesting. Okay, well, I really liked it. It felt like it really smoothed my skin and didn't irritate it. Like, usually, like, with primers that will irritate it, I get kind of itchy feeling, and I don't feel itchy, so that's a really good sign. And I like the packaging. It's very, like, sleek and modern. Then I got the HD Mattifying Balm, and it's just in this cool compact. Well, kind of cool, because first problem is the mirror is coming unglued. I'm just going to take it out. So the mirror wasn't in there fully, so I'm gonna have to re-glue that, which that's not a big deal. I can always glue it. Products have issues, it's fine. But it comes with a little powder puff thing. I didn't use the powder puff, I just used my fingers to apply this. So it's just a matte balm, and I really liked it. Like, it really felt, it didn't give like that fakey silicone feel like that it would like block your pores and like really thick. It was like a thin layer that just smoothed your skin. Like, it felt really nice, and it definitely like helped. Like, I have a few like acne spots right now, and it definitely helped like make it easier to conceal down here and like here, so that definitely helped. And it's not like a thick consistency, so I'm not worried that this might make me break out or anything like that. So I really did like this one, and I believe this was $6. I'll list everything I got down below with the prices, but everything from e.l.f. is really well priced, so I definitely will buy this again. When I do run out, I'll buy this one again. Unless I start breaking out from it, but we'll see. It is a first impression, so I really did like it. Then I did get a concealer from them. So I got the e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer Palette. So it has 4 different concealers, and this is in light. And so I really like the color selection they have. So they have like 2 lighter ones and 2 darker ones. And they each kind of have like their undertone. So these two are more peachy. These 2 are more yellow toned. So it's definitely good for concealing and correcting at the same time. And it's easy to like mix in like 2 colors to make your perfect shade. I just did the light one because I figured I could also highlight with this. And my skin's not that dark right now. I'm pretty pale because it is wintertime and I don't get to see the sun that often. So I definitely like this. It felt like they're not creamy, but they're creamy but not super pigmented, which means they're not super thick. So I like a thinner concealer, it is kind of hard to blend into like the eye area. It was good to cover my like acne spots, but it was a little difficult. I might worry about it like creasing under the eye, but we'll just have to see how the day goes by. But this was really well priced. I believe this was $3, so I really did like this, and we'll see how it goes. Then I got the face powder. It's in light beige. It's just a face powder. I didn't actually end up using this because I did use some powders from the other things I'll be showing you. I'm iffy about it because it looks really dark, even though it's a light beige. This was the second from the lightest shade they had. The first one was ivory, and then it was this, I believe. They didn't really have a big color selection, so I picked this one because I'm like, I've never been an ivory ever. I've always been like light beige, medium beige. But I feel like maybe if I just do concealer and powder, this would work. But I don't think this would be able to go over my foundation without me looking really orange. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Then I got the cream contour palette, which I was really excited about, and I kind of fell in love with it. I'm going to have to play around with it and make sure, like, to see how to properly use it and which shades to use. Today I used this one and this one, so these two. This is more of a cooler tone one. That's more orangey, so I think I might have to save that for like spring and summer. And this just seemed like it would have been kind of chalky like to me, but I'll have to try it out at some point. It does look like it would work for me, and maybe when I'm doing like a lighter contour it would work. And then the cream color worked amazing to kind of even out everything where I needed to highlight, so that I was very impressed with. I do like this palette because you can actually pop these out, so eventually I might end up buying a Z palette and sticking magnets on the backs of all these and just stick them in a palette somewhere, and then like I have all of them together kind of thing. So I really liked this though, and it was $6. Then I got the contour palette, which I know I went contouring crazy. So this is like the complete contour palette. So it has 2 highlighters and 2 bronzers. A really white like shimmer highlight, a more skin tone-y highlight that's good for more like a matte look. This is more a warm tone bronzer, and this is a cool tone bronzer. I used these 3. I'm staying away from the warm right now until summer, because summer I definitely get more, not orange, but more tan to me, so I'm going to be careful with this one for sure. But this one worked perfectly to go over the cream contour that I used in the other palette. Be careful with this one. It does have a bit too much shimmer, but it looks good as like a top of the cheekbone or like right above the cupid's bow. Like things like that work really well there, but for the rest of my highlighting I use this one. Then I got the contouring blush and bronzer powder, and this is in Fiji. So this is the new matte one. So it's the blush and the bronzer. I really like this. I did use the blush today. I love the blush. I love that it's matte and there's no shimmer. I'm not a big shimmery person when it comes to blushes and bronzers and things like that. I'd rather it just be all matte and maybe a light highlight of shimmer. So I did fall in love with it, but I think I'll be using this a lot right now and during springtime and summer for sure. Then I got the eyebrow kit in light. And if you've been following me on this channel for a while, I've been using the medium version of this, and it finally came to the point where it started drying out because I accidentally broke the little plastic part off of the front of it, and it started drying out, and I realized it started getting too dark. With me being so pale right now for wintertime, it just didn't work. So I went ahead and got the light color, and I think this perfect. I really like it. The wax side is perfect for me, and it's so creamy and runs smoothly, and I love the light side. This might be a little too light for me, so I might use the powder from the medium and use the gel from this one. But I'll see. I do like my brows right now, and this gel here does have more of a like red toned undertone of the browns. So I think this would be good if you're a redhead or you lean towards more of a strawberry blonde, things like that. I think this would be a really good one for you. Then I got the Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer, which I've used this before, but I think they might have changed the formula. See, so this says just the eyelid primer, but this is like full on different packaging. I'm thinking they might have changed it because when I was putting it on, I was putting it on and it felt really like soft. And when I was like patting it down, it kind of dried into like a powdery consistency, which I really like that kind of consistency because it's easier, because my eyelids get really oily. Like, that's the worst part about my skin, is that my eyelids get super oily. So this might actually help that, especially for $1. This is $1, so if that helps my oily eyelids, I think we're on to something, really. So we'll see how it goes throughout the day. Then I got the e.l.f. Smudge Pot in Brownie Points, and it's just so I fell in love with it. It is so pigmented, so pigmented. And something I don't like is that it's not like a drier consistency. It's definitely like always wet. It won't really dry out. It's very like, if you dip your finger in too much, you're going to get too much product. It's very like spongy, I guess. So that can be a good and bad thing. I'm not sure, but I have to try it on my eyelid and see how it goes. But I always worry when it's super like spongy like that it's gonna run all over, because I'll end up like touching my eye somehow, or my oily eyelids will come through, and that's what I kind of worry about. So we'll have to see when I do fully use it. I did use it as an eyeliner and I did like it. It's more of a bronzy kind of, a little different. So I think I'll like this, but I'm not fully sure yet. Then probably my favorite thing that I bought was the e.l.f. lip exfoliator in Mint Maniac. If you guys have ever used the Lush lip scrubs before, you'll understand this. This is pretty much that in lipstick form, like the Mint one in lipstick form. So it's so much easier to use, and you just put it on, scrub, and you lick it away. Someone on the website said you could just lick it away because it is just mint and like a moisturizing bar. I'm not quite sure. I licked it out. I haven't had any issues, but I think this is probably my favorite thing I got because it works so well and you don't have to stick your finger into a little pot and scrub it away. So I'm thinking I'm going to try the other two that the other one that they have, or two. I think they have two other ones, but I really like this one, and it definitely made, like, took away my chapped lips. It moisturized them and made them really soft with the exfoliating mint particles, and I just really like it, and it smells really good and tastes really good too. Then I got two matte lip creams. So the first one is the color Praline. So this is more of a brown toned color. So it's more of it's a natural color with like a few shades darker than your natural color. So it's more of a brownie toned color. And the cool thing about these are actually has a pencil sharpener. Not a lot of people notice that, but they have a pencil sharpener. But I do really love this color. It's perfect on me. I love it. Then the last thing I got was the cranberry color. So this is the color I'm wearing now. And it's definitely red, but it's like your natural shade a little redder kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's a mix of like, it's like adding this with like Ruby Red by MAC. You know what I mean? Or Ladybug or whatever by MAC. It's like mixing the two to get this. And I love it. I love these pencils because they say they're matte lip creams. They're matte but moisturizing. So it's not like you're drying your lips out. I hate matte lipsticks because they just feel so dry and it seeps into the cracks, and I just can't do it. I never liked matte lips. But these kind of are the cheater's way to get matte lips but still feel very moisturized. So I will link everything that I got down below with prices, where you get them, how much, things like that down below. I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye!